He cast an appraising look at the woman, his interested gaze lingering well below the woman's face far longer than necessary. "Do you now? Yes, and without delay, if you please." The innkeeper's brows lifted. He seemed uncertain of how to respond to a woman who dressed like a costermonger, but commanded him like a queen. Before he could respond, the inn door blew open, and the rain ushered in yet another arrival. A brown-skinned man with a lived-in face stooped over a worn leather valise. The woman addressed the newcomer in an unfamiliar tongue. She spoke so quickly that the words all seemed to run together. The woman's male companion nodded, set the bag down at her side and withdrew, the wind and rain blowing leaves across the stone-flagged floor as he made his exit. "What are you?" the innkeeper flushed as he stared after the man. "A blackamoor?" "She's Persian," one of the old soldiers cried out. "No, Arabian, that's it." One of his companions guffawed. "As if you'd know the difference, you old drunk." "I heard that kind of guttural talk in Egypt," the old soldier insisted, "when we fought against the frogs in Alexandria in 01. "They got camels out there, don't they?" another of their companions inquired. The innkeeper scowled at the woman. "We do not accommodate heathens. I require a chamber. The roads are impossible to travel on." The woman did not cower. To the contrary, Hunt admired the way she seemed to grow taller. She set a small bulging money pouch on the scarred counter. "I will pay handsomely." A hush came over the taproom. The once boisterous throng of soldiers and labourers grew silent, their eyes now fixed on the woman. Even a group of miscreants singing vulgar songs stopped their racket. The innkeeper realised he had an audience. "You need a place to sleep?" He crossed his arms over a high belly. "Perhaps one of these fine men will see to you. I am certain a wench such as yourself is well used to accommodating her betters." "Maybe she learned some tricks in her master's harem," one man called out, amidst guffaws of approval. Hunt set down his pewter tankard. He did not care for the restless tension that stretched the air, nor for the fact that the woman was the lone female in a crush of drunken men already agitated about being cooped up at the inn. Even the serving girls had vanished. "I will take that chamber now," she said firmly, as if she was ordering fripperies in Mayfair. She paid no mind to the leering ruffians edging ever closer. Hunt slowly rose from his chair, sliding his hand beneath his tailcoat. His fingers brushed the cool barrel of the flintlock pistol he'd removed from his valise and clipped to his trousers. He never travelled unarmed. Country roads could be treacherous for a man on his own, particularly a duke. His security team blanched whenever he indulged in these occasional solitary sojourns. The outings were much-needed reprieves from the strictures of a title he'd never expected to inherit. A bachelor duke under 70, with £15,000 a year, tended to draw unwanted attention. "I got a room you can share, sweetheart." A man sitting with the old soldier separated from the crowd and sauntered up to the woman. A huge scar ran down the left side of his face, a jagged line dissecting one ruddy cheek. "How about we go up now, and you ride me like your people ride a camel in the desert?" "I got a bigger chamber." Another man, this one small and ragged, stood up, gyrating his bony hips indecently. "Come with me, and I'll take you for the ride of your life." "Ain't no reason the wench can't screw us both." Scarface grinned amidst the hoots of encouragement and slid a meaty hand down over the woman's bottom. Hunt vaulted across the room. "Get your hands off of her," he bellowed. A sudden burst of activity followed. Hunt barely registered the woman pivoting. Something glimmered in her hand. Before Hunt, or Scarface for that matter, knew what she was about, the woman had Scarface's arm twisted high up behind his back, and the gleaming edge of a curved dagger lodged under his chin. She stared at bony hips, who gaped back with wide, shocked eyes. "Would you still care to be next?" The words were mild, but Hunt noted that her breaths came faster and deeper. "I am more than happy to oblige." "'Twas just a jest." Raising hands, palms facing front in surrender, bony hips edged backward.